Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. In case this is the first time here, my name is Taz Shiko and you're so very much welcome. Please hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. On today's video, as you can see, I have a lot of dark spots and I have texture. My skin is very rough at the moment, but I'm hoping for the best. So today's video, I'm going to be giving you a makeup tutorial and showing you how you can be able to cover all that. So please watch this video till the end and I assure you, you will learn a lot. I'm starting off by using this primer. So this primer is a color corrector too, so it helps with evening your skin tone, so whenever you put your makeup on it will look even. So I'm just blending in this concealer, and also remember, it being a primer, it helps with creating that barrier between your skin and your makeup, and also helps your makeup to last longer. So after I've ensured that it's well blended in, I'll give it some time to be absorbed by the skin. So after that, I'll be using this concealer. This is an orange color corrector from Illegal, and I'll be using it on the areas where I have dark spots, dark circles, and hyperpigmentation. So orange color corrector is used to cover dark spots, hyperpigmentation, and dark circles. So I'll be using it on the areas where I have those three. And as you can see, I have a lot of dark spots. I also have dark circles on my under eyes, and I have a lot of hyperpigmentation around my forehead area. So around my forehead area, as you can see, I have not applied too much product because it can be really hard, especially when you're applying other products on top of your orange color corrector and you want to blend in. It can be really hard to blend them together. So always avoid applying a lot of product around your forehead area. Right now, I'm blending in this orange color corrector and I'm using a damp beauty blender. So when it comes to using a beauty blender, always run it through water, like tap water, or you can dip it into clean water. And then after that, squeeze out the excess water. If you feel like there is more water inside that beauty blender, you can use a clean and dry towel and squeeze out the water, and now you can use it. So this helps with blending in your products. It becomes very easy and it gets into your skin like really well. And always take your time with blending, like blend your products really well to have that flawless looking makeup. So this is how I'm looking so far. Next, I'll be using this Fit Me Matte and Poreless Finishing Powder. And the reason I'm using this finishing powder is because, one, I've used concealer. So concealers move a lot. So to make them not to move a lot, you use powders to set them. So I'm setting using this powder. And another thing, having texture. So if you have texture, if you have that roughness, make powders your friend, because when you use powders, they make your texture not as visible as when you've not used powders. And another thing, this powder is a matte one, and using powder before foundation also helps with making your makeup last long. So that's why I'm using this powder. You don't need to use a lot of it, but since I wanted to totally cover the dark spots and also help with covering the texture, I used a lot, but not too much. Yes, a manageable manageable. This is manageable. And then after that, I'm going to set using this Maybelline setting spray. And this is just to make my makeup last long. So in case your makeup gets off really easily, use that trick. And then after that, I'll be using this foundation. So this is the foundation that I really love. Today's video, I'll be using the shade FZ40. So this is the Zaron foundation FZ40, and you don't need a lot of foundation. So one thing, this foundation is an oil control foundation. So if you have an oily skin, this is a really good foundation. It controls your oils, yeah. And then another thing, it's a full coverage foundation. So if you have those dark spots, if you have the texture, this is a really good foundation to actually use. And using powder before foundation, you end up using very little amount. You don't need too much foundation when you've used powder before foundation. Or you can also mix your foundation with the powder and use them at the same time. So I'm just blending everywhere, including my neck. And always take your time with blending. Don't be in a hurry. Just blend. Take your time with blending. So far, this is how I'm looking. Definitely gorgeous. So next, I'm going to highlight, and oh my god, akakameisha. Hey! It's finished. So I'm going to highlight. At least there is a little bit left for today. So I'm going to highlight using this concealer. This concealer is from Illegal, and it's in the shade medium beige. So I'm going to use it to highlight. And I'm just highlighting the usual areas where I highlight. And then after that, it's now time to blend. I'm still using the same beauty sponge that I was using before. So this is the same beauty sponge that I'm using. And blend that concealer in. Like blend. Don't leave it for long, because I had powder below there, so that powder is easily able to suck in that product, so I don't want to leave it there for long. So when you just apply that concealer, just blend it immediately. Don't take long, yes, because otherwise it will be very hard when it's already absorbed by the skin. Next, after that, I'm now going to set those highlighted areas. And as I told you guys, whenever you use concealer, always go in and set, because you don't want your concealers to move. It's a cream, you don't want it to move. So I'm just setting those highlighted areas, and I'm using a finishing powder also from Fit Me, and it's a light shade. I'll write the name on the description box, or I'll pin a comment, so check that out. And then after that, I'm now going to powder contour. I'm not going to cream contour. Reason being, I told you guys, creams move a lot. As much as I want to use creams, having a skin like mine, which has a lot of dark spots, which has texture, you don't want to use creams too much. You want to avoid using creams as much as possible. So I'm just going to powder contour, and the powder I'm using is the darkest shade from Illegal. So this powder is actually very, very affordable. It's genuine. You can also see my videos, my makeup hauls where I buy them, and you can purchase yours. Like, they are really, really, really nice, and I love it. So I'm just contouring. This is just to bring that beautiful shape, structure on my face, and bring in shadows on my face, bring in some warmth on my face, and not forgetting that area around my hairline. And so, guys, as I have told you, when you have structure, especially when you have structure on your skin, dark spots are not like a major issue, because you can easily cover that using foundation that is full coverage. But when you have structure, avoid using too much creams, because you don't want your products to move a lot. Use a lot of powders, don't use a lot of creams. So next, I'm now going to contour my nose. I didn't see like the brush that I normally use on my nose, but borake, we contour that nose. Borake, we give that nose the perfect structure that we want. So I'm just contouring that nose, and I'm still using the same powder that I was using to contour, and this is the Illegal finishing powder. So this is what we have so far. So next, I'm going to use this. This is a lippy. And let me tell you, I'm never sure on which lipstick I'll be applying. I just choose randomly. Like in this video, I didn't know which lippy I wanted. Initially, I wanted to go with a nude lip, and then I wanted to go in with a red lip. I didn't know what I wanted, but we move. Let's see how this one will turn out to be. So this is what I have so far. So next, I'll be using this metallic lippy. To be honest, I've not used this metallic lippy for so long. I don't know why, but I've not used it for such a long time. So today is a perfect day to actually try it on. So I'm just applying it using the applicator. And this is what I have so far. So this is me with these type of earrings. You'll see I'll change them. And before that, I'm going to set that makeup, and I'll be using this Maybelline setting spray. And I've already changed the earrings. Tell me, which ones do you prefer? Do you love the loop ones or the other ones? I love them both. I love them both. So this is what I have so far. This is the finished look. This is how my makeup turned out to be. Definitely you can see like that texture that you are seeing has been able to be covered up, even if it's not like totally, it's not as visible as it was. It's not as visible as it was before. So I hope you've learned something. I've given you so many tips on this video, so I hope you've learned something. Thank you so much for watching. Don't leave without subscribing. Thank you so much for the support. Don't skip the ads, and until next time, bye bye.